Welcome to Macmo Academy. Dear students, in this video we will learn that how to find multiplicative inverse of a matrix. When we talk about multiplicative inverse, so it means that if you multiply a particular matrix, let's say if there is a matrix A and you multiply it with its inverse, that what is called multiplicative inverse. So your answer should be an identity matrix. It means, for example, when we talk about the numbers, and in numbers the multiplicative inverse means that you need to multiply your number with a particular number, that after multiplication it will give you answer 1. So that will be 1 upon 3. So that's why we call it inverse. 1 upon 3 is the inverse of 3, because when we will solve it we will get the answer 1. So this is what we call multiplicative inverse. But when we talk about multiplicative inverse of a matrix, so instead of writing it like this, a multiplied by 1 upon a, we move that denominator a, for example a multiplied by 1 upon a. If a is a matrix, instead of writing it like this, because there is no particular method or way of doing division in matrices, so instead of dividing them, you move this particular matrix to the numerator and its sign become -1. So we call this particular thing as inverse of matrix. So in this video we will understand that how to find inverse of a matrix, and this particular thing or the topic will help us in the next topic as well. So this particular concept is very important with respect to the topic matrices. So now we will understand that how to find inverse of a matrix, then we will prove this particular thing as well. So let's say we have a matrix A 3 -1 2 4. This is our matrix, and we are trying to find its inverse. So the formula to find the inverse of a matrix is adjoint A, or the adjoint of the matrix, upon determinant A. So over here there are two things in the formula of inverse of a matrix: adjoint A and determinant A. Writing the matrix in the modular symbol is actually the determinant of that particular matrix. So we will understand both of them separately, and then we just need to put both of them in the formula to get the inverse of the matrix. So first of all we will understand that what is mean by determinant of a matrix, because it could be asked in the MCQs separately. Determinant and adjoint. Determinant of a matrix. So when we say determinant of a matrix, what we need to do in our SLOs, we have to cover only 2 by 2 orders, so we are only looking at this. So what we need to do, we need to write our same matrix in this modular symbol, and we need to apply this particular formula. Actually it is not a particular formula, but it is made, and it is A multiplied by D minus B multiplied by C. A multiplied by D means diagonal elements, so it will be 3 multiplied by 4. So the determinant of A is 3 multiplied by 4. In between it will be minus, and then B multiplied by C means -1 multiplied by 2. So it will come 3 4s are 12 minus -2, and finally it will come 12 plus 2. So determinant A of this particular matrix is 14. So the determinant over here is 14. Now there is one important thing related to this particular thing, determinant of a matrix, and it is that whenever you have the determinant of a particular matrix, for example this matrix A, determinant is, let's say, 0. So this particular matrix is called singular matrix. This particular matrix is called singular matrix. This particular matrix which we are doing is actually non-singular matrix. These all terminologies or things will help you in the MCQs. And why it is important to see the determinant when you are doing the multiplicative inverse, because it is coming in the denominator. In the formula it is coming in the denominator. So if the determinant of a matrix is 0, you cannot divide anything by 0, so its inverse is not possible. So for singular matrices, inverse not possible. So that's why we do determinant first. So in determinant we do this particular thing, that diagonal elements will multiply and in between there will be sign of subtraction like we have done over here. So it is very simple, you can remember it by using this formula as well, AD minus BC. And we are not moving to the 3 by 3 matrix, so we will only need to cover 2 by 2 matrix according to our SLO. So you can remember it by using this formula, AD minus BC. So after finding the determinant, let's talk about the adjoint. So when we say adjoint of a matrix, shortly we can write it like this, adjoint A. So it is also very simple thing, there is no calculation, it's very simple thing. Whenever you want to find the adjoint of a particular matrix, you need to swap the diagonal element. Swap means just as it is moved, this element over here and this element over here, means A will swap with D and D will swap with A. So it will come right 4 and 3. And what will happen to the other two elements, B and C? You need to change their signs. If they are negative, you need to make them positive. If it is positive, you need to make them negative. So it is minus 1 over here, you will just write plus 1 over here, or only 1. And it is 2 written over here, you will write minus 2. So now you are done with adjoint of this matrix and you have done with determinant, right? So now you need to put these two values in this particular formula to find the inverse of a matrix. So let's do it. So to find the inverse, adjoint A is actually 4, 1, minus 2, 3, and you are trying to divide it now by a number which is 14. So you can do it. Means you can divide a particular matrix by a number. It means a scalar division, but you cannot divide a matrix by a matrix. For that you are doing this particular thing, which is inverse of a matrix. So division means that you need to divide each and every number in the matrix by this 14. So it will come 4 upon 14, 1 upon 14, minus 2 upon 14, and 3 upon 14. Right? So finally, the answer of inverse of this particular matrix is 4 upon 14 means 2 upon 7, it will remain as it is, and it will come minus 1 upon 7, and it will remain as it is 3 upon 14. So this is how you can find the inverse of a particular matrix. So we will leave this particular thing as it is on the board and we will rub all the other things. So for finding the inverse of a matrix, you need to first find the determinant of the matrix. If the determinant is 0, you will say that the inverse is not possible because it is a singular matrix. And if the determinant is not equals to 0, it could be negative value as well, it could come in the fraction, it could be a positive whole number, that's fine. Then it is non-singular matrix and you can further move and you will find the adjoint. For adjoint you need to swap the diagonal elements and you will change the signs of the other two elements of the matrix. And then you need to divide your adjoint by the determinant like this. Whatever the answer will come, it will be your inverse of that particular matrix. Now we will see that how to prove this particular thing, that A multiplied by A inverse is equals to I. So let's see this. Alright students, so we have found the inverse of this matrix, which is actually this. We have calculated and we have shown every working over here that how to find the inverse. Now we will prove that it is the multiplicative inverse of this particular matrix, as by doing the multiplication of both of them matrix with its inverse, you will get an identity matrix. So let's see. You all know how to do multiplication, we have already discussed that. So you need to multiply row with the column. So 3 2 is 6 upon 7, and then minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 upon 7, it will give you 1 upon 7. Then 3 ones are 3 upon 14, and then minus 1 multiplied by 3 upon 40 will give you minus 3 upon 40. Similarly, now second row with the first column and then second column, 2 twos are 4 upon 7, and then 4 ones are minus 4 upon 7, and then 2 ones are 2 upon 14, and then 4 threes are 12 upon 14. So over here you can see fractions are coming, but as the denominators are same, you can directly do it. So you will get over here 6 plus 1, 7 upon 7. 3 minus 3, it will cancel, so directly it will come 0. Over here also it will cancel, so it will come 0. And then again the denominators are 14, so 2 plus 12, it will be 14 upon 14. So finally you can see, after multiplying the matrix with its inverse, you are getting a matrix which is 1 0 0 1, and this particular matrix is called identity matrix, which is represented by capital I. So if the question is asked like this, you can do it by doing it. And if you remember, we have discussed one thing, that whenever two matrices are multiplying, so they will not be equal to each other if the order will change, but this is not the case for it. So this is a special case of multiplication. So whenever you have a matrix and its inverse and you are multiplying it, so the order does not matter. If you will multiply the matrix with its inverse or the inverse with its matrix, in both cases you will get the answer identity. Because if you take it like this, 3 multiplied by 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3 multiplied by 3, in both cases you will get the answer 1. So this is what is happening over here. So in this video we have understood that how to find the inverse of a matrix, and we have proof that whenever you multiply a matrix by its inverse, we call it multiplicative inverse of matrix, you will always get an identity matrix which is 1 0 0 1. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any query, you can ask us in the comment, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.